Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. Sioux Falls police are looking for a car thief who struck an employee at a Sioux Falls dealership and took off. Police say the thief stopped by the business at 12th Street and Euclid Avenue just before 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. He was test driving a 2006 Chevy Impala when he struck the worker, who landed on the hood and rolled off of the car. The employee went to the hospital with leg and hip injuries, but is expected to be okay. Police are still looking for the driver and the stolen Impala. In other news this midday, a Nebraska man is charged with involuntary manslaughter in connection with a drunk driving crash in Pine Ridge. Lionel Morrison appeared in court yesterday and entered a not guilty plea. Court documents say Morrison was intoxicated when he got behind the wheel and killed Gerald Red Cloud on May 24th. Turning to weather, it looks like a dry few days, doesn't it, ahead of us, Adam?
Exactly. If you haven't been able to finish up any outdoor projects that maybe haven't been able to be completed, now would be the time to do it. Or if you maybe want to get some Christmas lights up, you don't have to worry about it being too cold or too windy for that matter. Case in point, there's Aberdeen, 36 with a beautiful blue sky above. Southwest wind nice and light at 9 miles per hour. And we're also doing pretty well for ourselves here, although that's a little breezy in Sioux Falls. South wind at 17 miles per hour at the airport. 40 degrees, though. We got out of the 30s for the first time in, 5 days now. A little bit of high-level cloud cover, but yeah, that's the only blemish to an otherwise great start to your lunch hour. 37, your number for Ortonville, Huron, Brookings, and Yankton. 10 warmer, though, for Valentine and Faith. 53 already in Rapid City. 43 Custer, 48 Spearfish, and Buffalo. And there is that breeze. It's out there, 10 to 20 miles per hour near and east of the I-29 corridor and up toward the Rapid City, Phillip, Pierre, and Mulbridge. But again, breezy, yes. Outright windy, well, we've seen worse. We've experienced worse already in the last couple of days. Satellite and radar really is quiet. Yes, a couple of blips tried to come up, but those are kind of erroneous in nature considering it's basically crystal clear outside. There is an upper level trough axis basically over the James River Valley. It's basically there for show. The closest any actual moisture gets to us is up toward the International Falls area in Minnesota and then into eastern portions of Manitoba and near Thunder Bay as well. There's some snow showers up that way, but down around here, a whole lot of nothing, and that pattern is going to stay pretty quiet. Highs today, though, either side of 40 in a couple of locations, some low to mid 40s in southeastern Keloland toward Mitchell, Wagner, and Yankton. Bit breezy by day, but we calm down overnight. For northeastern Keloland, more of the same, upper 30s and low to mid 40s for high temperatures. Plenty of sunshine to go around. And we even get warmer once you head over the river. Upper 40s and low 50s not out of the question out west with that breeze still in place. We do have some chillier days to talk about and a little something next week. I do mean a little something too. We'll go through the details in your 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you, Adam. Way back in the early 50s, a team from Claremont was setting records left and right. The Honkers six-man football team, which started in 1947, had a 61-game win streak. This spectacle gathered people from near and far.
So if you think a 250-person town and 2,500 people attending the game, it became kind of an interesting thing. But they would have to ring the field with cars, and they'd have the lights on if it got to be dark or anything like that. But it was just like a circus.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, we will look more at the history and legacy of the Claremont Honkers and take a closer look at their national records. If you're in the giving spirit this holiday season, McCrossin Boys Ranch has its Tree of Hope on display across Sioux Falls. You can pick a tag off the tree, go buy the item, and return the unwrapped present to the location you got the tag. All the gifts will end up at McCrossin Boys Ranch just in time for Christmas.
Kids love music. They love to listen to it in their rooms, and so MP3 players are the #1 requested item. After that, I would say it's art supplies, books, board games, and Legos.
So I asked for guitar strings and a new book and then a black hoodie since I just need a new hoodie. I try and keep it kind of humble.
The Tree of Hope is available in Sioux Falls at Hy-Vee on Minnesota Avenue, Shields and Chick-fil-A, and there's even a tree for the horses at Runnings on East 10th Street. McCrossin Boys Ranch is asking that all gifts be returned to the stores by December 23rd. With the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas extended until tomorrow, militants are expected to release 10 more hostages today in exchange for more Palestinian prisoners. New video shows captives reunited with their families after the fourth swap of the original 4-day truce. CBS's Ian Lee reports.
Another day, another emotional reunion for Israeli families. These 3 children held by Hamas for more than 50 days couldn't wait to hug their dog Rodney. Militants released 11 more hostages last night, including 8 children. The youngest, a pair of twins just 3 years old. Each day the ceasefire is extended is precious for families with loved ones still in captivity.
I don't think the world...
Like Yifat Zayler, waiting to be reunited with her cousin Shiri and Shiri's 2 children.
I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous.
Israel and Hamas agreed to extend the ceasefire for 2 more days, securing the release of 20 more hostages, while Israel will free 60 Palestinian prisoners. Qatar has been the linchpin to the negotiations.
Main focus right now is, and our hope is, to reach a sustainable truce that would lead to further negotiations and eventually to an end to this war.
An end to a war that's devastated Gaza. Many Palestinians brave the winter outdoors, reliant on United Nations handouts, with their homes reduced to rubble.
Our team saw hunger, desperation, and destruction. People who have not received any relief in weeks.
What the people in Gaza say they really need is a permanent stop to the fighting so they can rebuild their lives. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.